I have pressed my vest seams, and when you do that, you want to roll your seam edges just to the inside, just a little bit. It's really difficult, almost impossible, to do it right on the edge. So what you do is just roll it a little bit so that the vest lining is not showing on the outer edge of your vest, and it's inside. The next thing you want to do is pin together your side seams of your outer vest. So I'm going to put my side seams together, like so, and I'm going to use my notches to match just the outer part of the vest. I'm not attaching the vest lining, so I'm going to pin my notch, and then I'm going to come up here and pin the underarm seam. And when you do this, what you might find is one seam will go up, one seam will go down, which is nice. They call that nesting the seams. So I'm going to pin that. You want to match those seams. Then what you want to do is come down to the bottom. And what you can see here is that this is a circle. So I'm working around in the circle. So sometimes it's a little bit awkward. Match that seam. And pin down those two seam allowances. And I'll put a pin in between here to hold that down. And my tie is in that seam allowance, and it will get caught down permanently now. So I've matched the outer vest, but what I want to do before I start sewing is sew up, if I can, to where the notch matches on the lining. So when you sit down to start sewing, you're going to sew around in a circle. You'll start here and backstitch. You want to close up some of the lining because it looks a lot neater if you close up some of the lining by machine. So you start here. You're going to keep coming around in a circle, stitching that seam. And when you get down to the bottom, at this point, you can pin together some of the vest lining. And it's probably easiest if you do one side at a time because you can see how it's all bunched up. So you don't want to tie this side up too. So we will sew 5/8 of an inch all the way around. And then the open part we're going to take a hand stitch on.